Well, that's interesting that Gareth Southgate appears to rule Mount and Chilwell out of a game this time next week were England to win the group. But that's for next week. He looks confused, a bit baffled, a bit irritated.
Yeah.
How disruptive is it, Ian? Because Mason Mount has been a key part of his England team.
Well, I'd say it would be a lot more disruptive when you look at the calibre of players we've got. To be able to take the hit of a Mason Mount and a Chilwell not being able to play for the baffling reasons is what's happened with COVID. I think that this squad can take that hit. We don't want to, but we're gonna have to take that hit. But I feel that who's coming in this game in particular, I think it's okay. You know what I mean? And with the COVID, you know, I don't want to go too deep in it, but it is baffling. But it's something that's happened. I don't want to wish anything on the Scottish players. Don't get me wrong, but the fact is, it is absolutely crazy. I'd love to see the reasoning behind it.
Well, England clearly have to, Gary, they have to be as transparent as any public body in this country. Let's be honest about that. And Public Health England have dictated this is what has to happen.
There's no doubt that England had no option but to demonstrate integrity and tell the truth. And obviously, the cameras were down there in the tunnel. There will be huge dissatisfaction in England's camp, but there'll also be a lot of people at home who've abided by these rules for over 12 months now who will say, why are footballers above them? I see the huge contradiction and dissatisfaction building and hope that obviously these things end soon, but we know the rules.
Yeah, and it was avoidable, wasn't it, Roy? You know, and Billy Gilmour's their teammate at Chelsea, of course he is. They said hello to him on the pitch. It is avoidable in the sense that the two players knew what the protocol was and they were there for 20 minutes and that's too long.
Yeah, I think the only thing I'd be critical of is why would you want to speak to an opposition player? I don't care if he's your teammate or not for over 20 minutes. I very rarely speak to anybody for over 5 minutes. I just, after a game when you've been to war against somebody, why you'd want to chat to somebody for that long? So it's, you know, they could have used a bit more common sense.
I hope your wife gets more than 5 minutes chat with you.
Never.
She might be happy about that.